This week's highly anticipated FireFly announcement finally got the update we've been hoping for. From comicbook.com by James Hunt. 24 years after FireFly started and quickly ended, Nathan Fillion is getting the crew of the Serenity back together. Over the past couple of weeks, the actor, via the Instagram account of his podcast, Once We Were Spacemen — everybody has a podcast nowadays, jeez — has been, the old sci-fi people are now, they all got their own podcasts. Like even the Brent Spiner and the guy who played Riker, Jonathan Frakes, they have their own podcast now too, talking. Well, they said they're not talking about Star Trek, but they usually talk about Star Trek. But anyway, every all the old sci-fi actors have their own podcasts now. Has been reuniting the main cast of FireFly. The purpose of these has been to tease an announcement that's coming on Sunday, March 15th, when the actors will be appearing together at AwesomeCon. Wow, what a... really put a lot of thought into that name, didn't they? Who's that? No, that's nobody. Fillion had already visited most of the main cast, going one by one. These videos show him knocking on their door and telling them some variant of "It's time." That's including Gina Torres, Zoe Washburn, Maria Baccarin, Inara Serra, Sean Marr, Simon, the whole cast. Summer Glau, Julie State, Adam Baldwin. The one missing was Alan Tudyk, because his character died, so I guess they can't really get him back. And Ron Glass, who played Derek Book, sadly passed away in 2016. So yeah, you can't get him either. In the last reel on he died in the movie anyway, or I guess that's a spoiler, isn't it? But yeah, obviously those characters are not coming back. In the latest reel on Instagram, Fillion confirms Tudyk's involvement. Really? How? And I guess that's the... Should we watch this? You know what? Maybe I can get away with this. Hold on. Oh, is that copyright? I hope that's not copyright.
Hey, buddy. So, I'm not gonna do this without you.
Oh.
So, are you in?
Okay.
Okay.
Were they even at the same location together?
I slap. I'm just excited when I get I slap.
The
I'm gonna go now.
Yeah,
joke's getting a little too long there. Alright, so I guess that was it. Man, he looks so old. Nathan Fillion really looks old. Alan Tudyk still looks like how he he still looks like just like he did 20 years ago. I don't think they were like in the same location. Like you saw, they just kept switching perspectives. Anyway. Like the slap even, like that was not even in the same location. Yeah. Or different. Yeah. It's not a surprise to see him back, given how close he and Fillion are, including co-hosting the Once We Were Spacemen podcast. Still, given his character died in the movie Serenity, spoilers, there had been a question mark over his involvement, particularly if this really is going to be a reboot or revival. So it's a relief to have the confirmation. Well, it could be like in a flashback, or it could be like a robot or something. Or they could say like, no, he didn't actually die. Yeah. I know. Yeah, there's the whole cast right there. One of the best sci-fi series ever that was canceled due to behind-the-scenes shenanigans. There's long been hope for a Firefly revival of some kind, ideally with the original cast involving, but after Serenity, it never seemed likely to materialize. The movie was designed to wrap things up, since the show was cancelled after just one season. And while it received solid reviews, it didn't perform at the box office, making just $40 million on a similar budget. Well, did it need to? Like, it was just a wrap-up movie, so... With it having been so long, it's hard to set expectations too high. There's a very good chance this is just teasing a bigger cast reunion project, like a 25th anniversary special, or table read type of thing, a game, or even just a branding tie-in. While we do know from the various posts that it won't be a convention, podcast, crossover, or bubbleheads. Or bubbleheads are kind of on the way out, aren't they? Or no, what are those? I forget the name of those things. They're like had big heads, but whatever. Perhaps most intriguing is the video featuring Baldwin, where Fielding tells him that it's about what you're thinking about. It's a risky move to include this level of teasing if it's anything other than a revival continuation in some form, whether that's live action or animated, because that is, obviously, what everyone is thinking and hoping. The commercial. Do you want to watch this one too? Again, he looks so old. He doesn't look old at all. Like Nathan Fillion.
That's what Summer said.
It's about what I think it's about, huh?
He still looks the same.
It's about what you're thinking about.
And in Baldwin.
Well, okay then.
Well, okay then. Nah. From my own.
Why would you eat an apple on a knife like that? That just, like you're asking for a disaster. Like you're asking for a cut up face like that. If you, like, just use your hands. But yeah, there it is. Now, Adam Baldwin does not look old at all. Nathan Fillion looks like really old. Like, well, yeah, he's looked old for quite some time now. If you ever saw him, like in his newer shows, like he looks really old. Like, yeah, he looks older than what he's supposed to be playing. Like even in the Superman movie, like he really looked way too old to be that character. Anyway, the confirmation of Tudyk's involvement complicates a continuation, given his character died in Serenity. But it doesn't rule anything out either. He could appear in flashbacks, visions, sequences as the voice of a computerized character, or if there's an animated series set before Serenity, then Wash could return as normal. But then they can't have the doctor guy and the Summer Glau, because they came after. They only arrived during the series. The idea of it happening still feels too good to be true, but in an era of reboots and revivals, where even Buffy the Vampire Slayer is coming back, anything is possible. Is Joss Whedon coming back? Because that is his show. I think he wrote most of the important episodes of the Firefly. the good episodes of Firefly. Firefly is available to stream on Hulu. I guess that's the end of the article. Oh, and there's Ellen Tudyk. 5 ways I'll take. Or that's a different article. Whatever. Yeah, there you go. Firefly possible reboot. Or revival. Yeah, no, a reboot would just they'd be like getting different actors and stuff. So I don't know how to feel about that because like, sure, I don't think Firefly really got a fair shake in his first run, but now in this day and age, I don't think it's a good time to be doing revival series unless you can get like the actual like the writers and producers from back then as well, which you can't today. I don't think you can get Joss Whedon back for this. But yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's too late for a revival. I think the movie was fine as like a conclusion to the story. Like, I don't know really where they could go from where they are, because everything was kind of just wrapped up. Yeah, I guess at best what you could do is do like a prequel cartoon, but I mean, nah. But I don't really want a cartoon. Well, I don't really want anything made of the old stuff nowadays because it's just it gets modernized, and it's not a good time. Like it's not really a. It doesn't work with the old stuff. New stuff does not work with the old stuff. Right, to say like the new crop of writers and producers does not work with the old way of doing things. So we're not going to get anything good either way. Because like, who owns it? Who owns Firefly? Does Disney own Firefly? No. Warner Brothers? No, Fox. Fox owns Firefly, so Disney owns Firefly now. Because Disney bought Fox, so. Yeah, no, it's. Nothing Disney makes can be good anymore, so. Nah, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think it's going to happen? What do you want? What do you want in like another series, if they're doing a series at all? Because again, we have no idea what exactly they're gonna do. I guess it can like I hope this doesn't turn out to be like another Fallout 3 remake situation where all these news sites keep saying, "Oh, there's gonna be a revival?" ? And then people think that there's definitely gonna be a revival because all the news is saying there is, but then turns out it's not a revival. It's just like a I don't know, a podcast, or whatever. And then all the news articles are going to be, "Oh, you stupid audience! You thought it's going to be a revival. You're so dumb for thinking the thing that we said you should be thinking." Kind of like what they did with the Fallout 3 remake thing stuff. But yeah, I don't know what. What do you want? What could you do with the cast? Like you could only kind of really do with a revival, or no, if you're gonna do like a revival series, what do you want to see? How do you want it to be? So let me know in the comments below. Yeah, that's good.